Okay, adia chebia me mo akwa badaba was one TV se me dia him fa highway ni so ane ka ho asem. Ensem ba na dia him e wo highway ni so. The daughter of a murderer, you should sit down. The daughter of a murderer, sit down. Me want evidence, me want evidence. These are some of the utterances that was leaked. And I mean can say leak ana. We nye leak ana. Mr. se oba Ghana Parliamentary voice and amposa statement a comma the MP for Clote Zaneto Rawlings Honorable Zaneto Rawlings. Now Zaneto the late former president Jerry John Rawlings ne baba e say no JDM amemu no aba wayi anase ye mami ana ye nua bayi Zaneto Rawlings odimu akotini yi pa enyanse nkoma so ate ase enti ojinamu edema Clote constituency ho ana mpeswa so na member of parliament na enra proceedings e course of parliament no ebra afenyo marking ejina simpie so we be microphone atum the minority leader ejina simpie so we be microphone atum na all cancel odwudwansem menim die the MP for Clote ekokan and I was sorry akan nunti voice be frechire ebra minority leader ejina simpie so ekasa na sa voice no ekasa daughter of a murderer sit down. Daughter, hey. Voice no na every minority no na eba. Ebra mu minority leader Alexander Afenyo Mark gina simpi so okasa. Na hokra no asa de minority for no fa any dey for mo leader no. It's a question. Anyways, way back 6 years ago, yeah, my friend Lydia Al Hassan. That time, no, not majority. That time minority. That time minority. Not a NDC for. Omutrocho niyama bi edigo placards so. Ediba parliament. A brana ye try say be so ma many in. Tieu. 6 years ago. My member video no fama. Oh, video even. Okay, yeah, oh, the young queer with the video number. 6 years ago, a semi see and no ye our parliament. Na Ghana for can wasem. I'm say video ninia. Oh. Come there no mama. Na mo share. But me sure say that time no. Also monitor nyama na ekoso man Ghana ma hu bibisa. Enti no na Ghana for den esore ekasetia sansam na that time minority ay NDC for no. Omo sore ya na omo ye parliament. Kama ye say enra de si wo parliament a Ghana for etwa na nipa ba ko ma twe na beginam yes AbuJinapor papa yi ensema o kan ye camera bien we yi no e say asemesia na obenti na ekasa asem no na emom voice ne babonten no dodo na say eyono a papa na babonten abaka che Ghana fo ni wiase na say enye onyo no na kansa asem nti say no di o kan ne ye hwehwe di o kan no me no ka say ukopiem Clote edini enkrende ma nyene ya mfantem constituency wona nipa dodo a mo support omo ankasa omo member of parliament ma me friend Zaneto Rawlings na omo de krata ba bonten so omo person omo petition the speaker of parliament Sumani Bagbe no mo ka che ne say sa oni akrona o kan sa asem ne di gu omo ampini mfin no Bagbe Sumani wonye de sene fata na ontwe se oni akona so oni akona o kan anaso so on microphone ebra minority leader ejina simple so okasa na okasa the daughter of a murderer sit down petition abase Speaker of Parliament untimi tenase ema sad niema wei enkoso our parliament nti be ya for na sifon enne Thursday ye be hwedi be kwakosi. I'm going to monitor all that. Me know en sema ye be di nkomo no dodo na gina ha nti na me gina ha no. But before say be wura mu no ma me fa nko US kakra ICE immigration for ye a omo pam ye nuanom bi a omo ni nkrata wa abrochimam titire ni US no. Some lawyer bi so ababonten a o kire kwan a impo se me pa cho America na bi a wo hwe mi one word the other uni nkrata nti wo hye dem a o kire wo de ye so ata se o kire wo de ye as se o ya ebeboa wo enti misra hwe video imami.
What are the ways that you can protect yourself in these really, really difficult times as an immigrant, whether you have status or not? And especially, you may be a U.S. citizen who wants to protect your family. So keep watching. I'm going to tell you my top pieces of advice for keeping yourself and your family safe. Hi, my name is Mʊrdɛrɛr, and I'm an immigration attorney. I have been practicing immigration law for the past 15 years, including through the last Trump administration. Now, my number one piece of advice is do not open your doors. If ICE comes knocking on your door, you are not obligated to open it. You are not obligated to open. They are going to show you a warrant, but it has to be the right type of warrant. Now, there are two types of warrants that an ICE officer may be able to show you. The first is called an ICE warrant, and you have to ask to see a copy of the warrant to really look at it carefully. Now, you can ask the ICE agent to slip it underneath your door or to hold it up against the window. Underneath the door is definitely preferable because then that way you'll actually have a proper chance to read it. Now, here is the key difference. An ICE warrant can be issued by an ICE officer themselves. It is signed by an ICE officer. So if you see that the warrant says that it's signed by an immigration officer or by Department of Homeland Security, that is not the same as a judicial warrant. A judicial warrant gives ICE the authority to enter your house and to come inside and grab people, basically. A judicial warrant is signed by a judge. So that is the number one thing that you're going to look for is if ICE shows up at your door and they want to enter, you are not obligated to open your door. And in fact, do not open your door. Ask to see the warrant. The warrant must be signed by a judge. If the warrant is not signed by a judge, they do not have the authority to enter. Number two, anyone who is a non-citizen is actually required by law to carry around a copy of their identification. So if you're a green card holder, you are supposed to have your green card. If you have an EAD, carry that around with you. But the biggest problem is, what if you don't have an EAD? What if you don't have any sort of legal status? If you don't have any legal status and you get approached by ICE officers, you have the right to remain silent. You do not have to answer any of their questions. So make sure that you exercise your right to remain silent. Now, here's one more thing. If you have a case in process, carry copies of that receipt or those receipts around with you. The receipts by themselves will not protect you from getting arrested. However, they will help your attorneys try to get you out of your detention and to get you some sort of relief. So it's a lot better than having nothing. But if you don't have any receipts, you get approached, do not say anything, ask to speak to an immigration attorney. Now, the next thing is a little bit interesting. If you're a US citizen, carry a copy of your passport with you because it's not unheard of, and we've already had reports hearing about US citizens being swept up in arrests and being detained. And, you know, if you look ethnic, carry a copy of your passport around. The next question that I have been getting a lot is it safe to travel domestically? Is it safe to travel domestically? And I'm going to say that if you are completely undocumented, if you do not have an EAD, if you do not have an advance parole, if you're going to travel, even if it's by bus or by train and you're not planning on driving, you do need to exercise caution because there's no guarantee that there won't be a checkpoint through where you are traveling, or there won't be agents that board a train or a bus to ask for documentation. So if you don't have to travel, don't. If you do have an EAD, if you do have a green card, if you do have some case pending that has given you a travel permission, traveling domestically is fine. The next thing is if you have advanced parole, my recommendation is to not travel these next few months, because we have heard of persons, Customs and Border Patrol being a lot more aggressive at the airport. So they have the right to refuse entry to anyone, even if you have an advanced parole. The only people that they must allow back in are green card holders and U.S. citizens. So if you're traveling on advanced parole, if you're planning on traveling internationally, you may want to postpone that travel until further notice. Now, if you're a green card holder, here's my other advice. If you are a green card holder who is traveling internationally and upon your return, you encounter problems at customs, do not sign anything. Actually, this advice goes to anybody. Do not sign anything. Do not sign anything. You are not obligated to sign anything with ICE, with DHS, none of them, okay? So at the airport, something that frequently happens is, even if you have a green card, a lot of times if the ICE officer wants to give you problems, they can still give you problems, and they might say that you have to sign this document. And usually what that document is it is a I-407 abandonment of your permanent residency. So do not get pressured or fooled into signing that document, because then you're going to have some problems. Instead, if you are a green card holder encountering problems returning to the U.S., tell the CBP official that you wish to see an immigration judge and that you wish to be placed in proceedings, because then at least you're going to be allowed in and you're going to be given a chance to, keep your residency in front of a judge. And my last piece of advice is that if you have any sort of criminal history, whether, even if you were just charged and it was dismissed, do not travel, because this is going to raise red flags. They can see all of your criminal history when you come in at the airport, so don't take a chance right now. Please share this widely. People need to know this information. And again, my name is Mamita Rahman, and I have been practicing immigration law for 15 years.
Immigration lawyer, no. Baby girl, no. No hofe pa. Say jama. Ohe ne niamani ade say. Beye ifo cramophone bia. Or say Rockman, something like that. But anyways, the castle kind na say mesrewo. We no mo me fan se munin krata na mo abrochime mo. Obi be ball dog bang emie. Se what you say ice for na atwa mantem no mo hia koto pum. Bang emie. Ask for a letter. And answer omo warrant. Omo de babede eba betwu e de apie e de freedom ho. Se ubisa make sure se umie pron. Omo fa letter ne mfa pono na semfa ma wo. Om de maswa anaso om de ma biem ha make sure se eye judge ana ne signature e hye sa warrant no wo. Enti sa obia no betima efoko. Tinye wo hye wo dem na ice for no bang. Ask for a warrant. Warrant no de be ma no. Make sure say wo mie pono mfa epono na semfa ma wo. Ubie mu a woni ma kenkan de ne otiate. Na so woni ma kenkan de a wo hwase ho eyeja ubonse judge ante sade a kayom say wo mpie ontimi nya wo foku. 2 uyo bia oye non-citizen na mom ebia ukra wo green card ukra o other party pie sana aya fa copy fa hye ho eno san ko tihia wo kwan so a obetima yi e de a kire no ana afa susu onim se wo criminal record a ema omutu so kra se obetu kwan ema omusu kra se obekwa kofa bus ema omusu kra se obedrive criminal record ana afa susu ebia why wadwen se ebia obetu kwan internationally US for mo baba be di Easter no comfortela any more comfort there ya okunu ye lawyer ni ntin bibia kama happy birthday in advance to Comfort Taylor 26 na oda intimesraw ebia Easter why wadwen say kwa mekwa chile wo kwawu no kwa mekwa chile me ne baby girls ne kwa chile wo kwawu no opese o baby na wa America tie ebia o de ukra nkrata bibia ukra wayi but o ba oh ba US back o free Ghana ba US back immigration for no be imagine so betwetwetwetwon no my imagine say be assign name and sign bibia demand for an immigration lawyer and no be boa ama dey o matimi ade ekipu kakra no matoto ano because the cost of American mesrew o betom o Ghana na wonye bibia waso be hyepa enti ye nuaba no o se wa practice law for 15 years enti no o se ye nhye video enti mesrew o ti won share video no mame why nyame nhira bebre mame komani a branch e bi so awo America ono so de enkwara die ana hadan ahye ne ma what meant to kwa America na America na wa akono wanya bibia anwosem kwara die isi a branch e me no kase wa Ghana ni ye de ni bafie na wo ba be kan wasem sen mame papa wo ba be kan wasem sen ana magodi akwara enti ya bom ya ba ye deport ne de na ba ma yenti ndi
down for black American or send a video with mame and uko Google na ubo ni din Joseph ubo onu pene yamo tisi aye do uko Ghana na ye uden waba America ade abetimi ane se nkwala na abedi wo mo agoro nkwala abra ahanum impenufo wonam train station kra obi wo ha o se ma me cigarette keke na kofa me
Jira. Asem wedi Queen B, the Queen of New York City, Duchess, Ugra, ene mo amaka mo American, mesra mo. Mo first stamp fancy ade we so mami. Asema NDA kan. Me pamocho there is this debate going on say abrochira nipa kosa abrochira no. Sebe mpanifo manimo a se obenya twadi pa na cheye se obehu twanim e pa cho memfa nche me e wo se me kan si ni sitie se obenya twadi pa but asema NDA kan o se New York and US obetimi ka say I can offer you cigarette inti or the cigarette in mawa na ono so de kuchikuchi no eren enso de amawo sa ni sitie US for no madam sorry mo mama hu si na sitie na se Germany for na sebe imprediasan kuchikuchi ni bia ho aye dian de ama omo a eno oba vic ni betima ba be chire me ase wa Europe for no mesra mo mama hu because videos bia no highway no so no London for no om se obenya kuchikuchi ni bi pa tiare pa na bra wa bre no. But according to that story we ND asema ho kan o si baby girls ni be omtimi ka say can I offer you cigarette na owi the kuchikuchi ni di amount. Hey America, the impossible is possible. And you call na me hade
yamo tisi aye do ko Ghana na ye uden waba America ade abetimi ane se nkwala na abedi wo mo agoro nkwala abra ahanum impenufo wonam train station kra obi wo ha o se ma me cigarette keke na kofa me abofra na kwa kofa no etobu ame twe ho I don't know edan ya aho denko na ewo so a mbofra nketinketi so wani ji wo mo nkwala wo muntimi mpon wo horo wo mo ho akwala de no nim de na akwala betim de ayo yawo na odi akwala de be film na na sede sisi aye de wo kwa Ghana ana ye de wo tena krowe mu ne ye de wo kwa Ghana wo kakadan cause sisi awenim ne nam all social media platform ndi sisi ejo wo kwa Ghana edi asempa na kaka chire fiefu o ma me na papa tiase unu anom wo waba America krowe mu wo ko odo wonsa pan ekofie adias na won hey madam for no sene me hu pe na me yem sheme enim se bia o mache ice me hu ice da wo police ni natal na chi me ba behwa wo de anye te se woni nkrata wo na mu akoto akwadra bona nti October mu no na omo fine o saade we October 2024 na sisi ya de wo kofie obi enfantu no hofo ade bie ni wa wo ye no wosumase a MP ade bia ba ye wosumase bia beba han mu to try our best yenu aye de kama si enima ye no yen ye holio cause ye wa here da ye wosumase no eno na ye abeho tizia na
efie ni passe wasa efie ni passe wasa o de ya dia bechina amaso enso unyanu Miscellaneous on a serious note why what do you say we didn't kwara wa brochira hweniye why what do you say we didn't kwara no wa brochira hweye a word to a wise is enough na me pese me hu se kwara die no eye emrofo na ohwe o ma na se abibifo no se emrofo na omo die I don't know but ebia me pese nka me hu the duration was say the view am and say ba ku bi no kaka heye na apeja I don't know me hon me be phone lines into my misremo aya mo ma me hu na wanya obia sebe senior NDA ken enti sebi America bonten so eyampa se obi timi eka se mami cigarette koto cigarette mami na beji kuchikuchi no na bra na bewi kuchikuchi no hey anyways abrantie your friend Joseph osay osaso ebe midin but empare me se enkwara we me we from 25 almost no from me worry Mr. Ohene sa from 25 ekono ekopim van say 30s 30-35 no. my baby girls ejana no odene Mr. story anode abranche nti say oba be kana semsen o papa busa me gori akwada ai Mr. wo abrochira mo wani na wo sabi me dey ha me kasa kire me boys no because Ghana hano aheshi Ghana hano abambi ba efeva amanfo bi eno ne yede tia onto that na so obi bia ne abama waso be hye papa adwuma na wo ye na adwuma na tia no kra esen etu nya kwa abrochira aya barema oba mo wani na ho na ye adwuma na fa bi brefie ne beye eti se wo bayi we wo woni nkrata o nti utim sa kono bone awura ne se be nkwadadie mama ntisi Ghana a country called Ghana eno his excellency na dabi before say me call his excellency one Mr. John Dumelo etimi enya ne appointment and I say watimi secure the appointment as the deputy minister for food and agriculture and no na beto abonten enti a big congratulations to abrantia your friend John Dumelo and the member of parliament for Ayawaso West Wogon and also doubles as the deputy minister for food and agriculture. Swat I say a huge congratulations to him. Say obeboy dwuma John Dumelo adia watimi ayi and I said appointment here watimi secure amakuayo ayakono ade amami mani age bebre so what I say this is a young and vibrant gentleman say kuayo ebona nisu se obegye masa we need to support him, we need to send a warm wishes to him, we need to congratulate him. So what I say obeboy dwuma se necessity fata enti a huge congratulations or a big congratulations to John Dumelo as the deputy minister for food and agriculture. Ti John Dumelo ana watimi anya ne de kama no bibia be kama na afi suso Ghana atimi tompon wa ma kuayo aye akono Mr. no a John Dramani mama his excellency yes obidum bie ye and this for dia ba kopɛ the nation builder and this for anase Ghana for dodo na bonamran ebi so mpenasem ni na so so atase but ye papa ye no a okopie mu ewo takrade tazi takrade market circle abandon project market circle ni ade no ye papa yi aye promises bi say say bibia ba ye kama Okay. Mama sweet bar onapo eti mama no JDM mesra odin sembi di tudwa me pese etie no fast ne ekoye nim na osu utimi nya kwanya de abadwumadi no
na ene mohu ye ha na yenkura no bone yenim se oka takradia enye only market circle only takrade only market circle enti yenim se ejuma ibebi edru a aka eyade a oyo haw e ma takrade fo nyina enti enne yeba se yene ahemfo ne takrade fo nyina be hia ni Adam ase ene adepa moye maaye abatuo nim na ansa ne ebekwa kodi sa adwuma no na me se e wo se me behwe market circle na me ne contractor for no kasa ne enhwe kwan a yebetimi afa so na adwuma no atoado na yetimi awie na takrade fo enya ho mfa so enti ya behwe ni nyina o ma kyerɛkyerɛ ye bibia mu enti yesa konkran Friday a ebe ye ne contractor for no any minister of finance betranse ni ahwe ensehye a ye beye ß0Mß ye betimi atoa adwuma no so enti senyame adoma enche bia contractor no eni na adwuma efo ombesa ba na omo abetua adwuma no so na takrade for enya adwa no faso
nyame aye bia ma takrade man ne mesiafo nyame aye bia ma yen enti esrede nyame na be ye gwe yo nyanyan papa onyanyan o sande sister ya bre ya how wanjuri ye hu crowd ya bre so wajuni binum wa menyim wanjuri ye hu de wa we ye nkote na dum nyame de papa ya be mama nyame nka no hu no me ye gwe mahen
ye danasi omo hwe ye gwe no mahen na yenye bebi nsanta na ade so abodo be ya me na yegitu ye danasi no be ye me
ye wa reshem de wa ban nya na wa register ye nyina ye sabaka ye ne pata ye ka pede ibi ne sanka kaneze because ihe hye na adwuma ye ya ahen ye company ahen it is awaji ibi ne zifini sema obeya na onye fe iti yes register na wa hwe wa yamode gwan nya de obasesa obiala ne sabaka ne de
ego no obunde wore ne yamayin ya twena wonye webi nkogu wonye kura wonu wewu ewifo wonu woskaso afa po shedem mi poro nyi hwade nti esran eden kon sran no omba ye mehen nyame mana hoze na nkwa ye ntuma na mbere onfa ye mehen nyame no ma nkwa nyame onyim zo ye no ye mehen nti esran wa ban oye mehen nyame so nka no no mo.
Okay, video credits goes to United Television. Tzazi, wo via amfantifono wo via amfanti Tzazi, wayazi amfanti no wa medo. Mashallah Michel anopai. Amfanti no wa medo. John Dramani mama, as there ebe yama. Obeyamai. Yes, it's Jedium no, Mr. It's no Takra circle, market circle, no. Why Razi? Infantino Razi. John Dramani, Mama, His Excellency, Nakachina Midasujina. Na Mr. She Adi Mami. John Dramani Mama, during his campaign promises, he promised to cut down the Hajj fees, the pilgrimage to Hajj, to Mecca, Obeteso. Or see, me make sure, say, mo Mecca, go bompaye, Muslimi phone. Hajj fees na dashina, Yabeteso. Aden. The government has announced a reduction in the Hajj pilgrimage fee from 75,000 under the previous administration to 62,000. This move fulfills President John Mahama's campaign promise to lower the cost of the pilgrimage, making it more accessible to Ghanaian Muslims. Providing an update on negotiation with the Saudi authorities on February 5th, Member of Parliament for Esutifi South and a leader of the 5-member task force, Collins Dauda, outlined the government plans to address existing challenges associated with the pilgrimage. During the 2024 presidential electioneering campaign, John Dramani Mahama pledged to the Muslim community that if he won the election, he would do everything possible to reduce the Hajj fare. That was to enable our Muslim brothers and sisters to perform the Hajj at a reduced fare. He also committed himself to making Hajj accessible and affordable. We will record that last year, the fare was set at 75,000. Today, I am pleased to announce that President Mahama has been able to honor this commitment. He set up a task force made up of 4 Muslims to participate in the Hajj conference, which took place in January in Saudi Arabia, and also have the opportunity to engage our service providers in Saudi Arabia, specifically in Mecca and Medina. Through diligent negotiations and collaboration, the task force has successfully secured a significant reduction in the Hajj fare for 2025. Upon the advice of the president, the fare for the 2025 Hajj has been set at 62,000, which is equivalent to 4,130, he said. Eti Mr. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, Sino Sikai, Brana Obo, Prabo, and I said, wo campaigning, Ediama Ghana for no. O catch on say, me, Kwame John Dramani Mahama, Semeba, Nana Koku Fado. Hajj fare was setting up to 75,000 me Kwame me ba me ya de yi woya it is say no a Muslim from Ghana obi anu excuse say me kan onko ya tete so say who can in 75 it's above form 62,000 don't come eti wo ye Muslim ni now hear me fu say na Shaibu Rahman baby girls no edimba kwa omukura Muslim a me deba ko no Nadia me feel din rough am baby girl back on your friend Nadia eti Nadia ni omo amaka Salamatu Abubakar obi answore mfa na passport monya ne ntem opese ukọ na ukọ uti gobo form sra radicals ye sebeba na wabrabo betimi asesa ayi what is saying Muslimi fo gidie no so mu ko meka ba bibia besesa ti ye ne ntem we nye sika $4,130 it can get you everything. This is by the courtesy of John Dramani Mahama. It promises no deliver no. Yanko yenim. Ejana no ordine. Kindly drop your comment in a professional way. Na yanko. Okay. Okay. Mamemfa we mfa ma. The MP for Asante Achim North, Ohene Frimpong, and na our Parliament. Papa na ya bia na maniaje na mehu ni mi Philippa. Openini kasa ya okaye no okani twi. Kasa openini kaye no etwi ana okan. Okatwi our Parliament. Oh. Meba me pacho mo fanche me. Nice one. Okay, atwi wo Parliament. Now in Semben openi kan yi. The MP for Asante Achim North. Ohene Frimpong honorable. Na ne kasa ye mu no, na e kama se na omu di tourism mu nkomo. Ana ho ne kasa mu no, o se osre speaker na o ti akunyam se we de o mani katwi. Ana ade na apese o se me pese me katwi adentia o se ne mpese asufo no omo nte Asante Achimfo no mo se honorable mesra uko Parliament katwi mai ye pese ete wano ni twi o Parliament no se mate de maka no de ma hye no mema na ba mu enti opani gina simple so katwi na ne nsem o kan ye no ana wasa so sere se in fact ahyawo dwuma na ewo Ghana no wasre odin kutusre esre the vice president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman Oyoba wonye bibimfa ahyawo dwuma na ekoso wo man Ghana mu because obi wo ha oframono ne na aba oba no bo se baby girls no enanam isile gon ho ene yi kwashima ne Madina ho a na enye fe am so wo se wan hwe yi the table that you are shaking baby girls no MP for na mo na mo we enti wo de yanko ne nkoti opani nsema woka
that's right. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to stand by Order 631 of the Standing Order and bring my contribution in the local language. Order 633. Are you going to do the interpretation in English? Yes, I can do that. Yeah. If you can do that, but why do you want to do it in Twi? My constituents have told me severally that they want to hear or understand most of what we speak about in Parliament in the local language. So if I can indulge you on that, I would really appreciate it. Is that so? Yes, please. Right. Mr. Speaker, Didin Kameda Yunyaba Felicia Eji Sir Ode and some here we are toja. Now, kakra me pese me kan yakwan enye dodona enye ewo Ghana ha and afi ye street lights ye ma me no eka bebre efa tourism ho ye nim sene tourism eboa krubia sene itimide
sika eba ema economy no emu epija. Now mefa kwanya we so no masa atwe aban na dwen asi se ye nyina nim se ye vice president ye maame Jane Nana Opoku oye oba na ya na etode bi a ya sefem se wonnam ba bi te se East Legon ene mia bibre a ye nuanom ma se ne omo asalai e wo kwan ho a ya na ade ya semfem eni timi hu ne se betimi afa akwanya bi so na ye tu maifo se ne be ya omunjeja kwan ho se bi obi ho a bi we free America we free UK wate Ghana opeso obegina ni kakra wo Ghana opeso visit tourism sites na ohu enema bi sei ana face ye street lights bebre onam a enjejuma enti emma ya na kronum ani gie no ya na nipa bebre nheda enya ne saa enti me fa kwanya we so na matwen aban no adwen asi problems a efa yakwan a bebre enye efa ye street lights bebre asese na fe ya na se ne hu emma bebre ejina ekwan ho a ebi aso omunye djuma bi abara se sebi brasibra na omobo ne de tu omofo se enya no nko na ye adjuma o betimi aye e wo Ghana mamu ha aninti sabrei me sa atwa so aka se oba ba bi te se Asante Achim North hwidiem kura fro hwidiem a hwidiem ye waterfalls e wo ho ye pese ye krakra ni ye se ne be Asante Achim North nso so tourism ni bi ebetimi apija wo oba ba bi te se onyemso wa Asante Achim North also so ye waterfalls ni bi wo a enka yesuzu se aban ne de nani kɔ hɔ a ebetimi aboa ama tourism wa Asante Achim North nso so apija. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. If you want me to
do the interpretation for us.
Okay, right.
Honourable members, let's listen to him. He has to do the interpretation for us.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So I want to thank the maker of this statement, my colleague, Honourable Felicia Ejay. I know that she spoke about tourism in Ghana. She made mention of bad road networks. She made mention of a lot of street lights which are not in good condition. She made mention of problems within her constituency, and so I know she urged the government to intervene and put things right in her constituency with tourism in her constituency. I know that most of my colleagues here and my the honourable members in this house understand what I've put now, and so I will not continue more. I will not say much more. I think that's okay. They understand exactly what I've spoken about. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Asante Achim, yes.
The MP for Asante Achim North. Firstly, senior osi ede twin ebam no na ma Philippa so atase. Because osi ni mpesua sofo no. Omo pese omo hu omo tenenka se ampa de to abama no no. Oye de pa na asesen. Ana oyo no ankasa de ne peye. Ento was speaker. Enko na speaker empese obeye no. To the twin no e de amom. Ashaw business no ebeya Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman onye bibi mfa ho because stories omo bani ade ne omo hu na enhye animonyam honorable mesrawo table na wo shaking table no ne na aye miensa baby girls na omo gina East Legon no baby girls na omo gina Kwashima Madina no baby girls na omo nam ayi what is saying adenta ho no obia ansho omo tienye whatever obia beye wasase no so obia de ne pe ene kura ise kura na sha no kura no omo upgrade no ye friend hook up ye friend bibi hook up ene utifie bonse yaba etu ono abo se water force na ewo Asante Achim North na pese o kana bibia ye kama ye tawachi. But the table you are shaking, then I am answer. MPC for no ankasa binum so the LVB. Me a berema, I know what I'm saying. tourists for na omo free ayi amanone eba Ghana no omo ankasa no omo so badwi bi omo di bi fat taste omo di bi fat taste. So what are you saying, Honorable? You gotta be careful. I like how you spoke the key. People are feeling it. And the MP for Asante of nothing in Ghana. Yes. You don't know the no. The table you are shaking, the baby girls, the MPs are chewing some. The MP, they say, Kranian or them hook up and oba. Say, back. It's the hot year, honorable. Okay, Kagu, so what I say. Yanko yenim. Mamenfa in sema way. In some way, a demo tinti man papa. Okay, dear Dasuya, Samu AbuJinapor, and after Zaneto, and then papa, the late former president of Ghana, Jerry John Rawlings. Na in some because our parliament, proceedings, you know. Na me paucho, me pese ushe video we emame, na afi yebetwaso.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. On Sunday, Papa Kuni. Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. On Sunday, Papa Kuni. Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. On Sunday, Papa Kuni.
Okay, now say evidence or send papa ekunipa. Openia wojina waka say the minority leader afenyo Markins ana etujano na nekasa waka no ana afi ohu se anase wote se obi so ekasa fam waka say the daughter of Medra sit down. Send papa na say your evidence send papa kunipa. Onyako kan camera and capture, but omo chambers one, they will definitely know. Now man for keka say openi a friend AbuJinapor. Ono na cast asem. In some way, baby say esefata say e be free honorable anu adiabana. Na ansem no call viral na man for keka say hey MP before NDC for DBA. Ebra ye solid alhassa in fiensia ebesi twam. Moka say ma mene ye bloody widow in a sense say mokofa ho placards trotro at the bar parliament. It is say no atika sana manfo kan highway no so. Or see okay, sympathizers of daughter of Medra versus sympathizers of bloody widow Dukadaya. Me pamocha yentie 6 years back ago and sema MP for Pusiga Ekanye.
The meaning of bloody widow, when you go to Google and under English tells you that a woman whose husband has died and who has not married again, fishing, football, golf widow, informal, humorous, a woman whose partner is often not at home because he or she is fishing or playing football. The meaning of bloody widow, when you go to Google and under English tells you that a woman whose husband has died and who has not married again, fishing, football, golf widow, informal, humorous, a woman whose partner is often not at home because he or she is fishing or playing football.
MP for Pusiga, okay, mami. Okay, mami no. Na say obeja bitum, minim say okay ya. Mami he na me fa no ma. Mr. Speaker, thank you. Congratulations. Bye bye. Onwa. Mr. Speaker, congratulations. I wish you well. MP for Pusigano. I'm saying my video no ayera. But anyways, yeah, mami in sema okan ye 6 years ago. Now, Etufa highway no so and sema and a video am boy ya omoche say daughter of Medra no tenase. Isi omo say eye 22. Aye, ye honorable for no omo say eye 22. They say NPP for na aka see. Kaneno 6 years twam NDC for so be kai. Inti moma ya so kwa didi. Sana manfo ka. Ye dey ensa tenetene AbuJinapor so mo. Be pa cho ono so aba bonten aba be kase say there be enyo no na kan.
I don't speak in that manner. The words which have been falsely attributed to me are not words that I will ever use. That's not the way I speak. Secondly, I didn't even know that such words had been uttered. I found that this morning when this trending video was brought to my attention. And what I can say to that is that it's totally false. It cannot be correct. I mean, anybody who's followed my life and career will come to the conclusion that AbuJinapor will not speak that way. I don't even speak across the aisle when I'm in Parliament. If I have anything to say, I make the effort to catch the speaker's attention, and I say it publicly. So it is totally false. I have huge respect for President Rawlings. Anybody who knows me very well knows that when he was alive, he took a lot of interest in me, and I visited him multiple times. Indeed, when he passed, on this floor in Parliament, the person who read the tribute in honor of the memory of former President Jerry John Rawlings was the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, the then minority leader. I was then the first time, indeed that was the first time I spoke on this floor. I was the one who seconded the minority leader and supported and contributed and eulogized President Rawlings on the floor of Parliament. Hansard will bear me out. When his children set up this foundation for tree planting, I was a guest of honor, and it's on record what I said about former President Rawlings. Indeed, I had a very personal relationship with him. I have a lot of respect for him, and I have a lot of respect for his family, particularly his daughter, the Honorable Member of Parliament, Dr. Senator Rawlings, and I will never utter such words. It will not even cross my mind, because as I say, in all humility and modesty as a gentleman.
Oh, how nesen na usin ye wamani nesen AbuJinapor say nyo no or former president the late or hodo papa on timi nyina baby no parliament no crot no baby otekure motwi on timi nkasa sa nkurase kasa no enya do no obetimi ayesa eti mo amode monsa tenetene nso no munyai owo buo ma papa no papa o bre no ho ase ma papa no. In fact no personal relationship ana sanso no bu ne baba no Dr. Zanato Rawlings no o yada no brutal de no timi kokasa na enye ono a eye hwan ne kokan Kevin Akwabadu Taylor ana me kona ka chenam se Kevin Keti na se la ben Keti na se la ben Keti sembi say ana asi wo Parliament Osinya Abutere was born. The Speaker of Parliament, Aban Sumani Bagbin. One funny Nancy from her, memma politics, I am, you know, Metran a Kafia Buta Ogana. Ha! A AbuJinapor or no assassin. Say, and no one, after your marking pneumonia, crow, yes, you know, and was say this sanity at the bar, Parliament. Kevin said, one, Oblemu, the Speaker of Parliament, two. Yeah, my mere friend, Nana Kunadu Ajima Rawlings. 1 MPP 4 ego grow. 1 MPP 4 omugo grow. Okoton NDC de goma Emma MPP. Enti no mumfa buo emfa ma okunu. Eni na busia e di Rawlings ne ba obia na odi buo ma ho. Kevin Ekasa no. Enti sene Parliament yede ne baba enim twitwi form yede ni sabe ni pioto twitwi form a free yemfa so bono nso emfa mo wifi Nana Kunadu Ajima Rawlings o ye shame papa. Enyam na me kan. Kevin Taylor. Kevin Tujane Nyanko.
Heroes of Ghana. They were mentioning heroes. And Afenyoma Kinjina Honana or Kasa. And an NPP sitting right behind Afenyoma. Ebien and look at Zenata Rollins on Tenase. She's a daughter of a murderer. This is Parliament of Ghana, led by Alban Bagbin. Minority NPP led by Afenyoma. He had it. And the guy just did it end there. Osako Osuka said there's evidence that the man killed people. Now, it has come to light that Senator Rawlings, the constituents, Kole constituency, they have officially petitioned Speaker of Parliament. Say, Omo MP no, the statement that was made to embarrass, to denigrate Omo MP, any Omo Papa, who is the founder of our Fourth Republic, the Parliament of Ghana led by Alban Bagbin, that particular MP, we need to know who that MP is. Now, this is the NPP that just left power less than a year. This is a member of Parliament or the constituency or catch say or call in the name of Ghana to go bring something home. Now it has come out that AbuJinapor was the one who made the statement. Now, Yatese Samuel AbuJinapor Babontine Bekase, he knows nothing about it. And you're on the make it. If he knows nothing about the statement, Afenyomakin knows who made the statement. Until Afenyomakin brings out the MP who made the statement, it is Samuel AbuJinapor, because Senyor Noir, he was sitting there, he heard it, unless he wants to tell us that he did not hear the MP who made the statement. Now we can tell you on authority, says Samuel AbuJinapor made those statements that JJ Rawlings is a murderer and that Zenata Rawlings or a daughter of a murderer, and that he has evidence that what the killings that were done by JJ, he has evidence. Samuel AbuJinapor turned on the mic and told the whole world to say Zenata Rawlings is a daughter of a murderer. The man JJ Rawlings, who today and Kenya Rawlings and Kankwasia 4-way MPP 4-way and Kabakumpo into Parliament. Samuel AbuJinapor sat in Parliament to tell Areas to say JJ Rawlings' daughter is a daughter of a murderer, and that he has evidence to JJ killing people. My friends, this can bring tribal war. This can bring uprising in this country. Samuel AbuJinapor said enya onwa. We saw the video. At least the minority leader, who is Afenyomakin, turned around and told the person making that statement to shut up, to stop talking. He turned around the second time. It is Samuel AbuJinapor said enya onwa. He, Samuel AbuJinapor, should tell us, did he hear? Afenyomakin should be able to tell us who was making that statement, because at least we have a footage of Afenyomakin turning around to tell the person who was making that statement, say, Onye Dina Onkasa. He was not telling the person to stop speaking and that the person should apologize for his statement. Afenyomakin was not bothered about the statement the person was making. He was more bothered about his statement not being heard. Inti Samuel AbuJinapor say enyo noa. Afenyomakin should tell us, say it wasn't Samuel AbuJinapor. Because if Afenyomakin fails to let Ghanaians know say enye Samuel AbuJinapor and then every MP is a target. We are going to say this today, because people also adore JJ Rawlings. People also respect the Fourth Republic. People also respect the contribution of JJ Rawlings. It is a because on paper, from the voice we heard, it was Samuel AbuJinapor. We know it was Samuel AbuJinapor because why been and saying Samuel AbuJinapor went to insult the Gonja king, he went and he insulted him. This is the same Samuel AbuJinapor. What can Sama? We know there were people in the chamber. Samuel AbuJinapor and they make that statement to say Zenata Rawlings or a daughter of a murderer. He did not end there. He went further to say our evidence to prove say JJ Rawlings killed is a murderer. We want ß0Mß, who is the leader of the minority, to come out and tell us who that MP is, because at least in the video we saw him turn around to tell the person to stop talking. So ß0Mษ์to me amba out. I'm the country say saa nipa okasa a nipa way, because we Ghanaians and the constituency are more Koleklote constituency. They want to know the specific person who made that statement. So ß0Mษ์refuses that it means the 88 MPP MPs. The 88 MPP MPs, they are enemies of the state. Anything can happen to anyone at any time. And we can say on record, say this statement was made by Samuel AbuJinapor. Say Samuel AbuJinapor say, and then it means he also heard the person who spoke. Say Samuel AbuJinapor today, who was sitting right behind ß0Mษ์, the Western Regional Minister, former Western Regional Minister, Cαutions, was sitting there. He also turned around. He saw the person who made the statement. ß0Mษ์, or minority leader, he also turned around. He saw the person who made the statement. Say Samuel AbuJinapor say and you're to make his statement now. Then it means say the minority leader ß0Mษ์knows the person and one person beka sadi panachre. Say Samuel AbuJinapor say and you're in a kaya, then it means Samuel AbuJinapor knows the person and one person beka chre. But from what we know now, Samuel AbuJinapor, he is the one who made that statement. Let's listen to the statement again.
Is not to generate the react when it's our turn. Obviously, there will come a time that the statement will be made in honor of the hard work of former President Nkrumah, Liman, Jerry Rawlings, Professor Mills, and all. Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution. It's me. That's evidence on
ß0Mษ์who they were laughing. That statement was made by Samuel AbuJinapor. Samuel AbuJinapor can never run away from this. And so what Samuel AbuJinapor constituency, you should be hurt for voting for such a criminal until Samuel AbuJinapor comes out to tell us who actually said this. ß0Mษ์turned around or done and or catch a dipana or make a statement to say onye din, meaning ß0Mษ์saw the person who made a statement. Cαutions turned around, saw the person who was making the statement. So there are a lot of people in this video that can tell us who made a statement. So Samuel AbuJinapor say enyo noa then wine, and the best person to tell us who that person was is ß0Mษ์. ß0Mษ์is the best person to tell us to say enye Samuel AbuJinapor na eye obi fufuro. So if ß0Mษ์fails to do this, then it is Samuel AbuJinapor. We all know Samuel AbuJinapor until ß0Mษ์, who is the minority leader of the NPP side, the 88 pigs. So ß0Mษ์fails to tell us Nipana or Danen and Wokachan say onye dina, and it is Samuel AbuJinapor who made this statement. Say JJ Rawlings, Zenata Rawlings, or your daughter of a murderer. And that he has evidence say JJ killed people. He needs to provide that evidence. And I'm very sure say it wasn't only one camera that was capturing parliamentary proceedings yesterday. And I'm sure that Parliament itself, it has security cameras there that can take overhead shots. I know there's an overhead shot camera that shoots everything. say the specific camera we are looking at today a Parliament Facebook page, and I say whatever page and capture the panokra, there should be a security camera in the chamber that can take an overhead shot. There should be a camera or an overhead shot camera, a chamber where it can give us a clear shot of proceedings that time and who made the statement. But until we go into that, I want to speak to Nana Kuredu Rawlings. This is happening because you have allowed this to happen. You have to take the blame. Today, you are, per the MPP, you are a wife of a murderer, and it makes you a murderer. Today, the same MPP that you went to sell NDC to, Nana Kuredu Rawlings, your greed, your unsatisfactory greed, your unending greed, that greed that led you to go and sell your husband to the NPP. The same people are telling you that your ex-husband, your husband, who is no more, today the same MPP that you went to bed with, they are telling your daughter in Parliament that she is the daughter of a murderer. Who advises a murderer at the end of the day? The murderer was sharing bed with you, Nana Kunedu Rawlings. You are the first and last person the murderer thinks with. So today, the same MPP you were sharing wine with, you were telling them things to destroy the NDC. Today, they are humiliating your daughter in Parliament because of you. You gave them that room. This is what you are going to take to your grave. This is the record. This is the terminal report you are going to take with to your grave. Because today, your MPP that out of selfish greed, out of unnecessary greed, you went to sleep with, today they are telling you you are a murderous wife. It makes you a murderer. So I don't blame the NPP. I blame you, Nana Kunedu Rawlings. Your innocent children are today suffering because of your greed, your diabolic mind, the attitude of entitlement, your selfish greed. That is what has brought your daughters to this point. Well, Mano, what they are facing today, some kuna would also because you have caused this. Ahoya, greed, any bre, and kwasiade. See, today, your most intelligent, and I say your intelligent daughter, I'm not going to say most because you have intelligent daughters. Your intelligent daughter, at least in Ghana politics, baby, a dirty riffraff in the MPP is calling your daughter, who is more respectable, intelligent, has built a better life than these riffraffs, dirty fools. They are sitting in Parliament on camera telling your daughter that she's a daughter of a murderer. Now you said Zenato on your strong woman. Do you think she can go back to that Parliament and speak on the floor? Or you say Zenato Rawlings on your strong woman. Now only papa moja a man in a ding to make sure say or you ready say what focus so be so beya. Or you say she will have that courage to lead her constituents again. All because of you, Nana Kunedu Rawlings. Every day we hear you, Alban Bagbin, speak in Parliament. You have stayed in Parliament for long. None of the people in Parliament today, when you started parliamentary practice, time Aura Parliament, you uphold the integrity of Parliament. This is the time to prove to us. You, Alban Bagbin, you are fond of always pushing criminality in Parliament under the carpet. That is something you have done for years, and you have done it in such a way that you make it look like, say, oh, you dear, you solve issues. No. Your integrity and credibility is at stake. It's the same NDC that has made you who you are today. Nobody knew you. With all due respect, you were going to walk out of Parliament quietly and die without anybody recognizing you. With all due respect. Until the John Mahama NDC, JJ Rawlings NDC made you Speaker of Parliament. How many Ghanaians knew Alban Bagbin before you were made Speaker of Parliament? These same fools NDC fought to put you there. You did politics. You did everything in politics. But the kind of mileage you have now, all the years in politics and now you did not have it until they gave you this ice, until they topped all your success with this speakership position. This is the time for you to prove to Ghanaians to say you are a hypocrite, or you are the real deal, or you are an honest grandfather. Because you cannot sit in that chair and make this look like an ordinary statement that should be brushed under the carpet because you want to satisfy some stupid fool or a stupid political party in the name of democracy. No, because if you don't solve this, if we don't get to know the MP who did this and kicked out of parliament, you will be our target. Parliament is supposed to be protected. We were here when you said you have suspended 4 MPs because they did not conduct themselves as MPs. They did not show Parliament that respect. They did not show the people of Ghana respect. JJ Rawlings in T and Alban Bagby, today you are here as a Speaker of Parliament. You need to make sure whoever said this or made this statement, Ghanaians get to know who this person is. The right punishment applied. This is not politics as usual. People are angry. And if you say, Debiano, yema respect, prove to us to say you are not corrupt and you are not a liar. Alban, Small, Bagbin, or whatever. Prove to Ghanaians that you are not a liar. Because every liar is a thief. And this statement from the NPP minority, whoever made that statement, and for now we know it's AbuJinapor, Samuel AbuJinapor, he made these statements. You need to make sure the person who made the statement, you officially announce the name of the person who made the statement, because you are the Speaker of Parliament. You oversee all the activities in Parliament. We want you to take the necessary action, an action that nobody will forget in this country. Because today, you Alban Bagbin, so you expect us Ghanaians to protect your integrity and your name. JJ Rawlings is bigger than majority of you people in Parliament. In fact, all of you. JJ Rawlings, he's bigger than every single person in Parliament today. JJ Rawlings is bigger than anybody in the MPP as we speak. Everyone in the MPP. JJ Rawlings is bigger than that individual. So this should be treated as an emergency. If Alban Bagbin, you fail to bring out the person who made this statement, you will never enjoy the rest of your life on this planet. Bagbin, you fail to bring out the person who made this statement. You will never enjoy the rest of your life on this planet. Politics will be sour for you. It will be a bitter pill.
My God.
Politics will never be exciting and interesting to you. That integrity that you want to retire with, that respect that you want to have even after your grave or after your death, you will not have an iota of that respect. This statement I just played, the constituents in Senator Rawlings's Parliament, we demand that the person who made the statement is brought out. Samuel AbuJinapor made the statement. At least ß0M's turned around in Parliament. Turned around, saw the person who made the statement. So you cannot tell me that it came from outside Parliament. The person spoke in the mic. So ß0M's, Alban Bagbin, this is not politics as usual. Alban Bagbin, if you fail to deal with this, you will never be respected as a member of Parliament, a former member of Parliament, a Speaker of Parliament. We will help for your integrity be soiled. I will do everything possible for your name to be cleaned out of Ghana politics, for people to see you as a destroyer, to see you as a hypocrite, as a liar, as somebody who sits in the speaker's seat, as a sycophant who always does work to please the opposition MPP. This is the only way you can clean your integrity and clear yourself. This is not a joke. No fool can sit in Parliament. Parliament and can't say the daughter of JJ Rawlings is a daughter of a murderer, and goes ahead to say they have evidence. They need to show us the evidence. Alban Bagbin, AbuJinapor, the NPP minority, Samuel AbuJinapor needs to show us the talking about.
Ibaluta ye adena peke apeke she adena peke apeke sheki mamio akete I'm some beautiful lines now to maybe I will become mama KT time on say KT kasemono o say titru ene ye mame Ajima Rollins mame anope me chiao wanya miss call ai oni MPP for gogoro yi NDC for kan wanti na one mo hunsi na one nanado former president na mutwiso Kevin say ohuni na on say na omde wani my phone on say ne omde wo baba no zaneto omde sebio ni pioto etwi form e parliament. It is a voice about one thing. It say Samuel AbuJinapor or Baby denying. It is say as of now, you name only a call or cast asem. Daughter of Madras. As of now, you name the cast asem. Because do na Tinomonsa Eddie Samuel AbuJinapor so or say no one. It is say no, you name the kind. Two, a Speaker of Parliament. Urban Sumani Bagbin. Opani waye KT says nkenyen disifo anko ni baby da enyen disifo anka omontene nka in fact na brabo na baby ye JJ Rollins any NDC no and pe baby ma papa yi share was papa na timi babonten na enedai eneya woi oba na oni akura Oka asem no minority for no omu produce you with the help of afenyo marking because afenyo twa etwa na ni hwe na chi ehu oni akro no omontena se Kevin so omontena se omaban na aba ya ban na aba say ya ban na aba ya and ye be ma sanity about parliament wo the speaker of parliament wa hwe no afani na nsi form Omba KT so betwi makodi aye no bruta obetwi makodi aye no bru obe make sure say ne career obe man ewiase aye na nyono David say ya bom say ya bekai ayi o say ba so the inauguration of John Doman mama but all jokes aside, these are people that we call honorable. Okwabrani yesika. Ye mani sikasa onfango ya kwany no ateso. Or the move by 2% na kwa gugu chepens wakwanso. No di na ye sa friend honorable. When a man for be Ghana for be etimisa lie. Ewiem anadwinsuom ekoto aba edema won. Ye from honorable. Honorable be tie asem na babeda o na asem na beda o no se na me di we ni to so ema mo no Ghana for ka se we no ateka the daughter of Medra any what do you call it, the bloody widow the bloody widow Lydia Al-Hassan swearing in minority walks out in protest. Bloody widow, the bloody widow. A country called Ghana. My God. The Speaker of Parliament was say with Timmy a pinpointed now for so sanctions be wa omutimi de ma oni akro cars asem. It is a mabo video match now senior where 6 years ago. So what I say, a brand almost where Lydia Al-Hassan, you know, and Sema and as NPP then time and NDC then time minority. Now omukika gugu into say almost say atika. It politics part here. Kind of politics there, you bloody nyame. Tayankasa. Ojina mwa wanti asiye. But anyway, Sena KT Nkasa. Yeah, my friend, Nana Akunadu Ajima Rawlings. Osefata. So Omoyanesa. Speaker of Parliament. KT. Sebra. Net amanfo bebre na de subo bebre e de abobo Speaker of Parliament. Okatacha fifa mensa on ka se ena no KT e be ka se wo so mo twe okatacha fifa mensa ego jan Parliament e wo ne nsem bia oka e de go Speaker of Parliament mu fi eti we say no KT se wo hwe mo ahun se da bi papa we ana de bi amanfo e de subo bi e be bobom ne ade me KT me ana me ba na ma ba be horo no fita but bueno so man na fancy for obe make sure say Speaker of Parliament na brabo e be yanyo papa the politics ni odi in fact say e bra kraso e rade mfa na say manusis na so na say mpo ye papa e friend no Alban Bagmi owumpa ye be prapra na chikura politics mo enye fe asemisi ye mesramo me bon kompengo bisa anodom presse anoi papa na asemisi ye na wo hemfa o se asemisi ye ne no do ni ho but asem na nkasa no ese no onim de okan ti wontimi nka bibia sa mfa ho.
Demand on social media ne se nipa enra leak Mike eba a o se o ka se obi daughter of a murderer no. You say Mokokos no should name that person. Ghana for you know. Obi and obi suspect say you no anaba out a bit deny vehemently saying you no.
Mina mini chamber.
Okay.
So na me was suspension.
Yes.
A general leader ß0Mß say me no more that was working on that.
Asempa FM.
It's unfortunate say BBC PA. But you see okay we say okay you are justifying it. Me nimni pakro or cancer.
Okay.
I will never support obi so on BBC especially ni panin tiase na o cancer I will remind it when you panic pain. It's most unfortunate but in our orders you know. So obi kasana wan kan good microphone it is not captured by the
by the Hansa.
The Hansa doesn't capture it. You know, we will try. Say nyani pana the person should show remorse. So can be cannot wear side. I don't know. Mimi, I can't imagine so people wear side. I came from the public gallery. I don't know. So unfortunate. And pay one of the seniors on the other side. Eba miho. You know, catch him says I comment. You know, anko ye. Inti se betimi ehuni nipa kona na yeni nipa nkasa. Then behind the scenes you find a way to deal with it. And I'm saying, open you share. I mean, I'm in chamber honomo. It is most unfortunate. Say BBC Abas.
But is it possible, say, through investigations, mo betime hu nipa kro?
Well, if some call tape, no more G tape, no mutimi.
But we're not to any panic kasagu mic. It will not be from the gallery. It should be from somebody within the plenary.
Well, he say if we are so minded to find the person, we'll be able to find him. But me the meaning should say for your side.
Sir.
I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it's not possible.
Okay, but
I'm not sure. Say if your side. Sometimes, if you will be a cousin, if you are sorry, no, if you are sorry, say sit down. Those things are there. But to the extent that the people cancer has no dear, the genie say if your side. As a whip, I know but my people well.
From the other side, and so it will be strange for anybody to say that.
It could also come from the gallery.
Gallery and came out, sir.
Well,
have microphones near.
Well, you can make that argument, but me the main gene this say if you on your side.
Okay.
But sir, if we launch investigation here, who said if you side out? Yes, sir.
You are the caucus whip.
Yes.
Would you take interest in launching an investigation?
Oh,
are we a part of leadership?
Of course.
Of the caucus?
Before I even answer that question, let me just say, even on the quiet, I'm doing it. I don't need to say it on radio, but on the quiet, I'm doing it. Sometimes one of the things, it's a whip idea. You're not just interested in the welfare.
Yes.
Normal kitty may not come to the notice of the leader. Yes. Enti must start say me huni pana kwan pies ya faso. Ni etimi trinity na sa de name MB. You see these are the little
I can't to call Ghana we enko babia. Yawa enko babia. But enko babia kasam. Se ye kase ye bebu o man sa as parliament. We are not generating the sanity of parliament. So what I say, these are people that Ghanaians or some Ghanaians hold them in high. It will be emfa honorable sworn in. So because will be honorable, will be omwana kura. So what I say, nyema be say because the name, the title that they bears, that is not what they are doing. The MP4 and someone at Wajiri, another also you know, but investigating also. Mr. Sakobi Amadi and Emily Jumadi and Namishrubia. You be doing come with Bray. So what I say, a branch here, your friend, what is saying? John Dumelo, yes, John Dumelo. An appointment as the Deputy Minister for Agriculture. So what I say, huge congratulations to John Dumelo. Likewise, the President of Ghana. His Excellency, with the completion of Takrade Market Circle. So what I say, Market Circle project. John Dramani Mahama say, Ordinance Sabeka, Nabibia Aqua Godedi. So what I say, Sweetbart, Sweetbart said, it shouldn't be done. That is okay. Also, it means he was doing the same thing in Ghana, but was able to get away with it. Not in Ghana, not in America or Europe. It shouldn't be done anywhere in the world. He will lie to his family and friends. Mama is trying to speak fancy. Yes, that is the issue of the guy. Or no, inquiry Ashan Ma, what the American didn't be ND area to on that story. But in all, no, what the Amonone na Otu didn't quara, Shawye, na the Atu Bino, a bibet me aden, and so Atu, senior NDA canon. America, hono, Sabia, soon bibet me aden. Akacho se tosi great keke efamami na bra na bayam ho adwuma ano ye America no enye Ghana enti ohu de enti a ewo se abranti etimi go bibisa so ata se e asefem pa Osofo Batman no hwe ontwe ma okra Mr. Obi oba class bia no penya menhira no. Now coming up me the TikTok stories be bro so at say ababa wa bia ukopiem Kumase ababa wa no akwagodi agro bi TikTok na TikTok no ana kamera say eduabo bi aka no aba wa friend akosi allegation ana claim say imponi duabo ana enya sa ababa wa yi TikTok what the horse ntimi no kasa yi ejan aso gidi nkonkosa me kwa kotita ho na afema kona maba nti obi oba class Benjamin Shano. Kindly drop your comment on these stories and share the video for me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.